welcome back to another video. Have you ever wondered the life of the peanut? Well, this will be the right video for you. So we're gonna start out. I'm gonna be filming throughout the entire year as much as I possibly can and remember, but we're gonna start out at the very beginning, land preparation. So this right here was a previous cotton field, and as you can see, there's still a little bit of cotton that stays left on the ground, and that if we would plant peanuts straight into this, we would have a lot of volunteer cotton. So what we do is we plow. And with plowing, you turn over all the fresh dirt, you bury all of this underneath, and I'll show you what we do next. Next, we pack the ground back down to where it was with our homemade packer. And after it's all done packing, we run it over with the land plane, level off the field to get it ready for making beautiful beds. Now it's been a few weeks since we plowed, packed, and land planed. So right now what we're doing is we're listing up beds, but right before that we sprayed on one residual and we sprayed on fertilizer, pre-fertilizer. We watered it to where it made the ground nice and wet, and then we came over here with our tractor and lister bar. We came here and we listed up some really nice rows. So these rows right here that we're making, this is what we're going to be planting the peanuts into. And as you can tell, it's some beautiful brown dirt, red dirt, whatever you want to call it, but it's not blowing anywhere where we listed beautiful beds. Everywhere else, if there's enough wind, it just starts blowing dust like crazy. So this helps to get a good seed bed for the peanuts and also to help keep it from blowing in the future. Now the funnest part, we fill up peanut seed. And then the peanuts get filled into the planter, and the planter plants them in the field. And roughly 12 days later, peanuts are coming out of the ground. There they are. See a few of them starting to poke out of the ground. The rest of them are cracking the ground. So if you start digging around here, there's another peanut wanting to push up out of the ground right there. There's quite a few of them here and there. You just keep digging around, you'll find a lot of them. Right, there's another one. Fertilizer going on the field. 2 weeks later, they're a lot bigger and we're starting to have green fields. after digging, the peanuts will roughly sit in the field about 5 to 10 days to start drying, and once they're dry enough, we start harvesting them. And from the field, we transport into peanut buggies into our holding bin, which can be moved and can hold about 3 semi-loads. When semis aren't coming here consistently, we can store quite a bit of it. And well, from the field, the peanuts go to Lone Star Peanut Company, which that's where we bring our peanuts. And that's where I am at right now, and we're gonna take ourselves a little tour. Last year I took a tour of the cotton gin. This year they're nice enough to give me a tour of the whole peanut warehouses and everything. So we're gonna be maybe doing it a little bit out of order, but they're gonna try to show me as much as what they can, really. But from the field, you know, we put them into semi trucks or semi trailers, and then from semi trailers they'll come here to the warehouses. They get an empty weight and a full weight where they can keep track of the weight. It gets graded. They decide, or they look at the grade, see what kind of like farm material is in there, if there's dirt or whatever's in there. But we're gonna take a look now. This is where they dump it right now. I'm gonna get a little tour of this, and we're gonna take a look around at everything. Well, so this is where the peanuts end up here on the top of the one warehouse right now, and it's full of peanuts. It comes up here onto this conveyor, and they can, with this conveyor, move it back and forth and choose where they want to dump it. But it's just completely full of peanuts, and it's also very dusty in here, but they can hold a lot of tons in here. At least one semi-load. More than our peanut basket for sure. But this is unique, seeing that this conveyor right here, it's on tracks on the bottom here. You can see there's one wheel. They'll just move this back and forth, and I think they can control it, make it go reverse or forward, and then just move this further back or further forward, dump it to the front, to north side, or they can even dump it to the south side. So they can somewhat keep it separate. They try to keep some varieties or some peanuts separate, some Virginias over there and then some runners here and stuff like that. So it's pretty unique seeing so many peanuts all in one spot. But I'm gonna go hopefully even later today. I think they might be dumping some down there, so we're gonna film that too as it's coming all up in here. Right now they're currently bagging some peanuts, so that's what we're gonna take a look at now. And then I think later today after lunch, that's when they're gonna unload a few semi-trailers. Well, that is actually what they're using. They'll park the semi out there, unload from that little conveyor onto this one, and then fill up into whatever hopper they desire. This smaller hopper here fills up 25 or 50 pound bags depending on what smaller clients want, and then they'll have the big one for whenever they want to make big bags of peanuts like this. I guess for some people that buy the peanuts, whatever clients they are, they actually prefer them in big bags like this, and some prefer them in these white ones, these smaller ones. So it's kind of unique. They have to bag them certain ways. Some customers want them some way, some of them want them just in a truckload of peanuts. That's how they want them. So they do it all. They'll even small bags, which I did not know they did. That's actually kind of unique. Which got quite a few peanuts in here already. They currently loaded up one truck, and that's about to head out. It takes 2 huge cylinders right there to lift up that whole trailer. They just detached the truck in the front. Not sure why, but I would assume they don't want that truck to lift up with that trailer, as far as engine wise and stuff like that. That way oil isn't all weird as the engine's running or whatever their other reasons might be, but that trailer gets pretty much tipped vertically. And all the peanuts go down here in the center and they go up into this warehouse over here. That's the pit right there. Apparently, what they do with this bin right here is if the trash is so bad, which what the guy told me, this very setup right here is mainly just for rocks and pie melons. It doesn't really help for extra farm material like twigs and stuff like that. So they'll just divert it right here, flow it down into the basket, and then clean it one last time, get all the heavy rocks and melons out the way, dump the rest into a semi, the semi back in there. And this is where it all begins. This is where they grade them. They'll park the fresh semis from the field underneath this port right here. They'll walk up, they'll get a sample from different locations all over each trailer, and they'll put them in 5-gallon buckets, and they'll bring them inside and they'll start grading them.
Okay.
Well, that's the life of a peanut. Every single machine here in the grading office has a purpose, from either taking trash out or sizing them from large to small, or from deshelling them, or from taking splits out of there. For every little detail, they'll take a grade or they'll take a percentage from the whole batch that they take off from every single trailer. So every little machine in there has a purpose, and they use every single one of them. And it's a lot of work. They definitely need a couple of hands to keep up with all the farmers in the area that bring peanuts here. So, well, I enjoyed making this video. It was actually a lot of fun. It took a full year, almost a full year, to started this in like January or February. But as for the life of a peanut, I appreciate y'all for watching, and I will see y'all guys in the next one. And before I forget, thank you to everyone at Lone Star for letting me come out here and take a video of this whole place. I greatly appreciate it.